Welcome back to Get Ready with Juanita. If you would like to see how I got this look today, please continue watching. Hey guys, um, so I'm just gonna have some fun doing my makeup today and maybe a little chit chat as well, just talking about life and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna start off with the Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. Um, and guys, I'll have everything listed down below as well. Um, yeah, it's just a lot's been going on with life, and uh, so if come uh, there might be a time soon that I might end up missing a few videos, but it's just because somebody very close to me has to have a very serious operation, and um, you know, so we'll just see how things go, and I'll do what I can, and that's it. But I thought it'd be nice to let you guys know too, because sometimes if like lately if I haven't been posting, it's because I've had been struggling with my own health again. It's just like so annoying because it's been constantly something with my health, and ugh, it was just a really hard when my body really goes off kilter. And so I have, um, like, with some of my underlying conditions, I can have, like, certain things really go unbalanced in my body. Like, at the beginning of the year, my calcium was really high and my vitamin D was normal, and then I stopped taking them and my calcium was normal, but my vitamin D was like down on the floor out of it. And um and then recently my B12, which is another very serious um vitamin, um I've had some. Well, initially, I was vitamin B12 deficient, but by the time I was diagnosed, I was, very unwell from it. And then, but lately, I had no energy. I couldn't do anything, and I thought my B12 was off again. And so talked to my doctor, and he got some blood work done, and my B12 was off, but it was high. And I was not feeling well at all. So there are just, it's been, but there's more. Like, I have like damaged areas to my body and nerve damage and stuff like that. And that's why I'm retired now. I'm lucky I can shoot a video, you know. So, but anyway, I try not to focus on the negative because there's enough negative to deal with all day long, and that means pain. Um, so I try to focus on the good, and one of the good things for me is my makeup. Just makes me feel good, guys. Like, it's got me out of bed. Um, it's gotten me sort of to focus on something, because I mean, I'm just not someone who can sit there and uh it's been a struggle. Just I was went from being a very super active woman to being able to do very little. And uh, I think what I miss the most is the physical activity. Oh, I love like hiking, mountain biking, and downhill skiing and all that good stuff. But anyway, um, but that's okay. I just try to find ways to deal, cope, and makeup has been my sort of healthy outlet. And not everybody, well, I mean, unless you've been through it, can you really fully understand? Probably not, but that's okay. I hope you don't, because it's been, I feel way too young to be feeling this way, like physically. So, but it is what it is. So, I focus on things that make me feel good and self care, right? Like for me, and what I've learned along the way. So, this is my experience. Also, what I've learned, because I am, you know, I've been lucky to become a professional woman in life as well. So, yeah, I just like sort of learned along the way about mindfulness and doing courses and stuff like that. And, just learning about mental health and whatnot. So it's just my choice to, and where I'm at, and my level of acceptance of everything as well. But I mean, I've more or less accepted the state of affairs. And I get gentle reminders about it all the time. And what I mean by that is, um, well, I'm in pain, and it takes very little to trigger the pain, very little. Even pushing a cart around a store can put me into severe pain. So being able to do makeup is something I can do, and it's been good. And I'm so lucky too, guys, because like my husband's been really supportive. Like, I like makeup, and I think makeup's a lot of fun. I ain't gonna lie. Like, when I was younger, I had nothing. So, like, this is the first time in my life that, because, like, even before my husband, because I've only been married for the last few years, we've only been together, uh, within the last 10 years. So, um, I was a single mom. I raised my son on my own. And whilst I went to school to better my situation and my son's situation, that was the goal. But anyway, guys, it's all good. Now I'm grateful that I did get where I got, because, I felt very successful at what me and my team had done together, which is great. So I have that sense of accomplishment, and I made a boo-boo. Can you guys see it? Look at it. Ah! It's not a big deal though. Stuff like that is so easy to correct, and you can correct it in a couple of different ways. I'll show you one way to do it, because you know what, guys? We all make boo-boos and mistakes and whatnot. That just happens during doing some makeup sometime. So, one of the things you can do is just try to use something to cover it up, or you can take a makeup wipe, or even just like a little bit of micellar water on a cotton pad. You're just gonna wipe that little area away. Bam, it's gone. Just like that. Super simple. And then what I usually do is I'll go over it with my brush again, just to make sure I get my coverage back on there, because I've more or less wiped it away, a little spot. And I just want to make sure now my eyebrows are nice and even. Yeah, so, and then this family thing came up, and so just gotta wait now and see what happens with that. So for me right now, this is a bit of a distraction, and that's good. Distraction can be a healthy thing too, as long as it's not avoidance, I guess. Hey, but yeah, just focusing on my makeup, and I'm just going to create a fun eyeshadow look today. Why? Because I can. This is something that I can do. There we go. And I would, and and I only can like sit upright for so long, guys, and then I really have to sort of stretch out in some way because bending is not a good thing for me. Even right now, I'm slouched down in this chair. Um, so, but even sitting up here, guys, even after filming, that's enough for me. Like, I have to take a break. So, even doing my filming in the run of a day is, you know, even a challenge, but that's okay. So I'm just going to move on to the Milani bronzer. Oh, yeah. But another favorite thing that I love to do, but I'm somewhat limited now, is travel. Oh, I used to love traveling so much, guys. So much fun. But that's okay. But where I'm living to now, I'm pretty settled, and which is nice. I'm just going to use a little bit to run down the sides of my nose, and then at the end, just to start some of the shadowing that I want. And even to go under here, guys, like, because if I put a shadow there, I'm going to make it look like my chin is sort of more well-defined. Probably should be doing that, which I don't. But that's all right. It's all good. Okay. So now that I got that done, I'm going to go in with the LYS blush stick. This one's so pretty, guys. Like, this is such a pretty formula. I'm just going to use my brush, and I'm just going to pick some up, and I find like it's not overly pigmented where it's like you put it on and it's like, oh. I like one where it's like sort of, when it comes to blush, like in that sort of medium, so you can actually blend it out. Like, this is such a pretty blush, guys. I would really like to try more LYS products, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet. So pretty, and I love the packaging. It's so cute. The only thing is you just got to tuck it back down before you put the lid on, and I've had no problems with that. Okay, guys, and now I'm going to do my nose. I want to do the shadowing of my nose with my e.l.f. palette, and I'm just going to dip right into this brown here, and I'm just going to slightly give my nose some shadows. I like a little bit of contouring. And the worst thing is, guys, like when I start to think, I get into my own head and I go quiet. Uh-oh. Just put a little bit of a highlight down the middle of my nose. And this type of contouring shadowing is a great way just to sort of like doing your cheeks, right? You're just adding a little bit of color here and there. Now, I got to tell you, one thing that I do love about makeup is the creativity that I get from it. It is just fabulous. I have so much fun. I'm just going to use some of the bronzer from House Labs, and I'm just going to go over. No, I think makeup is a very personal thing. And we all have like different ways in which we like to do our makeup. This is just the way I like to do my makeup. For me, it's fun and sort of giving me a bit of that like creativity that I still want in my life. I think today, guys, let me see. Yeah, I'm going to use a bit of my Morphe setting powder. always find it's around the powder time too. I'll get a little bit sniffy. Do you guys get sniffy too when you're doing your makeup and your powders? I'm always like a little bit sniffy, but I don't have any other issues with it. So I'm just gonna set down what I got done. Now, guys, I gotta say, like with this powder so far, I haven't, like, I don't find like dry feeling, which is good. And I'm just gonna add a little bit more just because I only had a little tiny bit in here. Just want to get it set down. Didn't have much to go for, but yeah, I haven't found this like super drying or anything, which is great. Like even right now with what I just did, and some powders can really feel dry. Is it one of my favorite feeling powders? No, but it's not worse either. I find that the Morphe, these ones that I've tested so far, sort of like living in that mid area. They're not bad at all. And actually, you know what, guys? Morphe is a more affordable brand at Sephora as well. And so it's not a bad choice. Now, for me, I would prefer the About Face. Yeah, but I do like the Morphe too. It's not that it's bad. Just because it's not my favorite, you know what I mean? It don't mean it's bad. All right, guys. So it's feeling nice. Good. All right. So, guys, I'm just going to go off screen for a couple of minutes and I'll be right back. Hi, guys. I'm back. And I created this eyeshadow look. I really like it. And I did a little bit of a different technique today, just for fun. Why not try something new? And I really like to do that. So in order to create this look, I used my Roots palette from Day Day Signature. And the first color I went in with was this beautiful green here. This is my first palette from Day Day, and it is beautiful. So I'm just going to use this beautiful green as my transition color, and I'm just going to get it on and start blending. I always find when I go do the second eye, I tend to be a little bit more sort of brave with the color, whereas the first time I'm sort of testing the waters, trying to get there. And it's just the process that I like to go through, because sometimes I just don't know where I'm going to end up, like today. Like I'm really liking where this went. Why not? It's all good. Okay, so I got that first shadow down, and the next one I'm going to use is this beautiful color here. So one is like this beautiful warm grungy shade. Now I'm using this more cool undertoned green. It's really quite beautiful. I'm just going to have a sip of water, guys. So one of the things, like when I come on and do these videos, one, I just like to sit down and play with makeup. It is so much fun. And I will always want to be a little bit more brave. And I don't know, it's just the way I am, I guess. But I just love color so much. And I was always too apprehensive about using it, but at the end of the day, it's just color. And like when I first started out, guys, oh my goodness, it was like a complete wreck. So funny, because I was like my brushes weren't very good and all that. I still had so much to learn. But I would do it, but I would do it on my own time. I would sit there and play with makeup. And a lot of times my looks looked horrendous. But I just kept playing and playing and trying, and things got better over time. I feel anyway. You all might look at me and go, "No, it hasn't." But I do. I like how I do my makeup now, and just having some fun like this. So I'm just going to put on some of my NYX Glitter Primer here. I always come down just below a little bit. You need very, like for me anyway, my eye, I just need very little, and then I tap it out until it's sort of more sticky and set. And the whole purpose behind the glitter primer, guys, is one, it gives something for your glitter primer to adhere to, so it's going to lengthen how long it lasts on the eye. And also it's going to prevent fallout. It's not going to, it'll stick to the eye instead of falling all over your face. But you still might get a bit of fallout. It's not the end of the world, you know. It's, oh, I do like how that turned out though. Wow. Okay. So I'm going to go back to this now. And I use this shade here for my shimmer. And it's a beautiful, beautiful multi-chrome by the looks of it. I see the green and the white, but I also see a little bit of yellow or gold in it. So pretty. And I also always like to bring a little bit of that shimmer just up right here, just because of the way my eyes are shaped. So I always like to do a little bit of glimmer right there, because then when my eyes are open, you still can see it. Now, guys, I'm actually going to take some on my finger even, because I did find the intensity way better with the finger there. See? It's like, bam. Oh, that is so nice. Wow. Okay, and I did get some down here. Get a little bit down here. There we go. And the next thing is the thing that I really, this is my first time trying, but I've taken this green down here and I'm going to use my eyeshadow eyeliner brush from Sephora. So this is to use your, and I'm going to stick really close to my lash line here. And I'm going to sort of go around the lash line here like this with that beautiful cool green. And I'm going to go, oh, look at that, guys. That's gorgeous. Oh, gorgeous, gorgeous. Day Day, she knows how to make a palette. There was one other palette I really wanted from her line, and that was the, oops, sorry. I gotta focus. So I'm trying to get it really close to that lash line, but I even want it right here. I'm just gonna look a little bit closer, guys. Let me see how I can do this. Oh yeah, I got it good. That is smoking. So I'm gonna take my number 26 pencil brush from Rephr, and I'm going to gently soften this. There we go. There. And that's how I sort of got this look. I'm going to use my e.l.f. palette. I want to just use the, that lighter shade, the lightest shade, to highlight my brow bone. So I'm just going to go into the lightest shade in my contour palette, which is this one. It's not a lot left, but I do have my backup ready there. So I'm just going to highlight my brow bone. I didn't like how I wanted it to be a bit more precise, but that's okay. There, more like that. And then I'm going to put a touch in here. All right, wonderful. And now I'm just going to take that darkest shade again with that little tiny detail brush, and I'm just going to take a bit more of that, just take a dab of it, and then I'm going to do a little bit more blending right into the shimmer there, just so that the two sort of blend nicely together. There we go. Whoa, I've done a dramatic look today. There we go. Cool. Why I did this, I don't know, but it's where it brought me, and it's fun. All right, guys, so I've got that done. Now I'm just going to finish up my powders. I'm just going to go in with the Unearthly blush. Just to go over this just a tiny bit. And then I'm going to go in with my finishing powder from Charlotte Tilbury. Oh, that's so nice. There we go. Then I'm going to use my setting spray from Charlotte Tilbury. So while that's drying, guys, I'm actually going to go off screen and I'll be right back. I'm back, guys, and I have my makeup complete. So for my mascara today, I used the Panorama by L'Oreal. For my lips, I used one of the Singe Beauty lip liners, Jazzy Juniper. So I used Jazzy Juniper for my lip liner. And then for my gloss, I used a lifter gloss from Maybelline, Peach Ring, I believe. It's really pretty, guys, and it has a lovely smell. Lifter glosses tend to be really popular, so from Maybelline. Anyway, guys, I gotta say I had a lot of fun today. I always have fun, though. I love doing my makeup. If you don't mind, please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, and that way you're notified of any future video uploads. If you don't mind, give my video a like and leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys. Anyway, I gotta say, I'm feeling good and I'm ready for my day, and I wish all of you guys a good day too. Bye.